Hey guys, JayDollKingHefner here, and the beautiful Remind Cloud, my brand new real dog. And man, before I got into the dog game, I really thought that I was going to be a person that was more physically interactive with my dogs. I really did, because that's how I was in my human relationships. Very physical, in a romantic way with the women that I dated. But before my first companion dog actually hit my home, I was already in a mindset of just straight companionship. Everything had changed after I hit by. I started just thinking about being with my ladies. And when Callie's son, my first dog, got to the house, that's exactly what happened. I got all of my enjoyment from the companionship, and that has continued to this day. I've been so happy and so fulfilled from just the companionship, having them around me every single day, doing the things I love just fills me with happiness. But as time has gone on, I feel like I'm evolving again. For the most part, I still enjoy the companionship of my ladies, but for most of my girls, I'm beginning to see them more as just artwork. You know, I want to keep them preserved just like they came out of the box. I don't really want to use them or move them around a whole bunch. Most of the girls that you see on the show are just out for a short time, and then they go back to rest. The one girl that I really work is Callie's son. She's the one that I'm always hugging on and things of that nature. But most of the other girls are just here to be around me. I don't really interact with them that much physically. You know, well, with the exception of Saima, because she's a great girl to sleep next to. But for the most part, they are all in a state of preservation. And even with this beautiful lady sitting next to me, she rarely ever gets out of her crate. Ever since I bought her, I just literally leave her in her crate with the door cracked so I can see her, and examine her, and admire her for the work of art that she is. She's my companion. I still have a personality for her and a place in the home, just like all the other girls. But that's the thing. All of the other girls are becoming more like pieces of art as well. I would just stand in front of her crate, you know, for minutes at a time, staring into her eyes and just looking at her like, man, I'm just appreciating her, but I don't really want to move her out. I don't want to be really interactive with her in any type of physical way. The true workhorses in my home are the Kimber dolls. You know, they are the ones that I'm more interactive with, or they are the ones that are out all the time. And when I say they, I go back to what I said earlier. It's mainly Callie's son. You know, I thought that she would be my first girl, and over time, she would sort of take a back seat to the other ladies. But behind the scenes, she really does all the heavy lifting as far as letting me hug on her and things of that nature, while all of the other girls get a chance to sort of relax and stay 100% preserved. So I'm just here to tell you, when you get into this game, it's just like life. It's constantly evolving. And that's exactly how the companion dog game is. If you're in this game, you're going to constantly be evolving unless you resist that evolution. And as far as I'm concerned, a lot of people have been thinking like, man, you're gonna evolve into being sexual with your ladies. But what's funny is I'm evolving away from that aspect altogether, and my ladies are becoming more like artwork. But just to speak to what those people have said, this girl right here is so human like that when I do stand in front of her crate and get lost in her eyes sometimes, I promise you, she can actually get me riled up, you know, even past my artistic thoughts. So that's just how realistic she is. But it's still not anything enough to make me act on it. The one girl that could probably get me to react first is Callie's son because I have such a deep emotional attachment with her. But let me tell you, if you ever get a real dog, man, it's gonna be a fast track to your heart because she's gonna seem so human-like, so human-like. But as for all of my girls, I love them all. I love how I'm evolving, and you're gonna evolve too if you allow yourself to evolve. This life is a great life, and it's not one way to live it, but however you choose to live it. Let yourself evolve and become the dog owner you were meant to be.